Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Galactic Reiki Distance Healing with Guru Dan on Wellness Wednesday. A little disclaimer, a little information about Reiki. Reiki only works according to your belief system. You cannot be attacked by it. All right. And then what we were discussing earlier, if Reiki were water and somebody were to throw Reiki on you, if you don't have a belief system that says you're going to get wet, then you won't get wet. So it only works by permission. If you don't have permission for that energy to be there for you, then you won't have access to it. It cannot be just thrown onto you and that. So that being said, for the people that are here of their own free will and the people who are going to view this later on YouTube or whatever other video media outlets that there are, it's not a harmful energy. Just so that's there. If you don't believe in it, it kind of doesn't believe in you. It's an equal opportunity kind of energy. But if you allow it, you can do really amazing things. So that being said, we'll get started with today's Wellness Wednesday. What is today? It's March 8th. March 8th, 2017. This is a strawberry quartz healer. It likes to visit my heart chakra area before we get started. Some people like to get into a heart space before this kind of energy is used. It kind of preps the space, so to speak. You can also get into a heart space by thinking of an animal or a place that brings a smile to your face, like some kind of goofy critter or an amazing place that's just so amazing it makes you smile when you see it. That puts you in a heart space, a neutrally unconditional, loving heart space. I like to think of red pandas. Oddly enough, I get into a heart space about red panda because red pandas, when they eat, they can kind of hold their hands and they eat really, they look like they're little humans, even though they don't have fingers per se. They got these really interesting claws and they goofy critters. So people think about monkeys or their pets. Sometimes their pets do a crazy thing. Cats are always good to get into a heart space with because they can be quite strange sometimes. Anyway, my quartz healer comes to serve that in that capacity. Taking a peek. Everybody's still here? All right. There's a lot of people not here that are on my mind this week. I'll try to address the issues that I am aware of for those people. I will not be mentioning their names. I may just say that I'm thinking about extra people or non-present people. Non-present people being different from non-physical people. Those are two completely different things. But then it could be argued if they're not present, then they are technically non-physical right there then. But we're not going to get into that right now. We can discuss that later, some other day. Not right this minute. Being reminded that last week I talked about, here again, some of these finer areas of the energies that even though you have a belief system that accepts the Reiki, and even though, you know, the Reiki might be going there to heal an area, because that is the intention of the energy, to heal a certain spot that feels out of vibrational character for what its preference would be. That sometimes, even though we do that, there are times, because of belief systems and other physical things, because when you go from a non-physical energy into a physical energy, sometimes it doesn't always translate well, which is why I always tell everybody to drink plenty of water for a good couple of days after a Reiki session, because as the non-physical energy comes through and translates out through the physical body, having the water in there to flush some of these energies that are becoming physical out, the water is really helpful and beneficial to that, so it doesn't cause a blockage or any other kind of, I don't know, doesn't get in the way. It kind of knocks the dust out, gets the dust out of the way. And it's good for you. Everybody should drink more water. So drink more water. But then the rest of that is, even though sometimes we send the non-physical energy to heal the physical things, sometimes physical things still need to be done. Case in point, a woman that I was aware of had a lump. And even though we sent Reiki to it, and even though the lump did become inactive, she still opted to have the lump removed. Physically have it removed by a doctor, go to the doctor, have it removed anyway. So even though, because she just didn't like the idea of it being there, so well, why is it there if it's no longer active? It kind of doesn't need to be there. Let's get rid of it. She had the means, so she got rid of it. But that was a good thing to learn, that even though we can put and aim energies in a direction, there still might be physical things that need to be done. So in the realm of healing, there still might be things that physically need to be done for whatever condition said thing is. Hope that's clear enough. Hope you all understand. Because some people tout that, oh, Reiki is the heal-all. It does everything. Yes, it can do everything. It can also do very little. It depends on that person's belief system, not yours. And even though they believe and believe and believe, there still might be physical things that need done. You still might need to take your medicine. You still might need to go to the doctor. You still might need to have the procedure. You still might have to, stay in the hospital a couple of more days, or whatever the situation is. It all depends. It all depends on you, whoever you are. That feels good. That feels good. Let's get into this. Everybody take some really good deep breaths. Breaths so deep that they expand your rib cage. If you don't have a rib cage, just breathe deep anyway. If you're a plant, just feel really, really good right now. And if you're a fish, flex whatever you feel you got. Just flex it if you got it. And for those who may have a physical limitation to expanding their ribs, then please don't. Just breathe as deep as you can comfortably. It helps you get into a space conducive to healing. It's another good thing about intuitive healing is I may not necessarily need to know what they say the problem is. If you're here for healing, I may not need to know exactly what the ailment is in order to offer energies to it. That information can be met on a higher plane per se, or a less physical plane per se, where it can be handled and dealt with there. I don't need to know its earth name per se, some long medical name for some said condition. I may not need to know what the condition is. That being said, some of the healing in my events here might be a little bit lighter than some deeper private sessions that I've done, where I really delve into an area, a condition, a thing, a space, where this might be a little bit more general, but that doesn't mean it's ineffective. Here again, having the intention, having the belief system, this helps, also helps. Wow, being reminded of the divine feminine energy being really, really intense this week. Again, it was really intense last week. Lots of female energy available, lots of female issues going on, lots of female things working themselves out now because they're not allowed to go where you are going next. So female energies, female identities, lots of things happening and lots of things available. Masculine energies. Masculine energies kind of feel like they're coasting right now. I know for me, I'm healing at a normal rate. I'm doing pretty good. No bandage on said arm today. Pretty much healed. It's a little pinky looking, kind of pinky looking. Got some new skin on my arm from a couple weeks ago. I was riding my bike and I met with a brick wall. I wasn't running straight at it. I was alongside of it, and I began losing my balance, and I put my arm up to brace myself and left some flesh on said wall. I'm saying the word said a lot. I don't know why. The energies change for me when I get in altered places. Anyway, mucho better. Oh. So I'm sensing a female desperation energy where, even though I just said a moment ago that some of these energies are a little bit lighter, this particular person needs some intense attention. All right, noted. But I also want to see if anybody else is in the same range, same caliber, same category of the group that I'm aware of. There might be those that I'm not aware of. Give me a moment. Just because you may have been told that you have a condition and you believe it, and that this condition has an intensity and you believe it, and just because you've been told that this combination of things can be quite serious and you believe it, there's still an opportunity for healing to happen to all those things that you've been told. The around about that portion is that if the person that told you that you have a condition is not your creator or is not you, then they don't have complete authority over you. They might tell you that what you have is incurable or there is no cure for it. And that just means that they do not have a cure for it, that there is no man-made cure for it. And I know this is may sound weird to some, but I'm going to say this out loud because this is what worked for me. When I was in that situation, I decided to put more intentioned focus on connecting with the Creator, the one who helped me incarnate into this particular incarnation. And I started talking there. So if you're being told by other humans that you have a condition or a thing and it's serious or whatever, and they may claim they are of ultimate authority, they are not of ultimate authority if they are another human. Those other humans did not create you. You're more in charge. You are as much in charge of your illness as you are your wellness. And I don't know if they've ever told you that. You are in charge either way. That one's pretty big pill to swallow. I understand that might be hard to comprehend if you have been in a negative vibration and stuck in that realm for a very long time. But there is a way. Not going to be able to address all of that in depth this week, or I'll do an invitation instead. If you are one of these people that I'm mentioning here, if you would like to get with me privately, you can have my email, or you can find me on YouTube and send me a message, or get my email and email me, or find me on Facebook and contact me. However the contact happens, if you're one of these people in serious or perceived serious, let's just say it's a serious dislike for your current vibrational situation, and you want to find out if there's another vibrational thing that you can do to offset things and force a change in the universe for your betterment, yes, there are ways, and we can discuss that. Get a hold of me privately, please. And then I can explain how that all works. Hello, somebody's audio.
Hello.
Hello, Ryan.
Hey, Dan.
Could you go ahead and mute now that you've arrived? Or do you need help muting?
Yes, 10-4.
All right, 10-4. 10-4. And now that you've arrived, if you can take a couple of really nice breaths, deep breaths, and catch up with the energies that are available. There. That'll help catch you up. Now I'm going to ask, if you're here for yourself or if you're here for somebody else, if you can hold a vision of the somebody else's or yourself in your mind, and in this image of them or yourself, could it be an image from an image as though they are well? So imagine what they would look like, perfectly healthy, happy, wealthy, and wise. Hold that image into the front of your mind. So if you're here for yourself, if you can I don't know if I'm going to say the word conjure, but if you can find a mental image of yourself that is healthy, please hold that image forward. And if you're here for somebody else, if you can please envision them healthy and hold that image forward. For the next few minutes. If they are not human, if you are here for an animal or a piece of Gaia, a section of Earth, same things. Hold a mental image of them in a well condition, or the land in a well conditioned, or the waters in a well condition. Hold that image forward as your intent. Please hold that image for some minutes. Did y'all feel the energy change as the scope changed? The scope changed and the energy broadened? Did you all sense that? Feel that? Kind of. So it's a larger, grander scale now. It's not just a one-on-one or this particular collective over another collective. It's more kind of like, okay, physicality. And it's okay if that, what I just said, made absolutely zero sense. It's okay. There's no quiz later. Let's hold up the wellness that we're amplifying. Hold those images up. Yeah. There's consciousness here asking about the light. And it's talking about sunlight. And it wants to know if it can offer healing to portions of the light spectrum to amplify a particular beneficial frequency. Okay. All right. Yeah. But it doesn't want just me to do it. It wants everybody who's either live or watching the recording, as you're holding your wellness vision of your person, place, or thing, that you envision them with this healed light being cast onto them as well. And it is a sunlight, kind of a golden ray kind of light, not a sunset, but not a high noon either. It's more like kind of like a mid-afternoon kind of golden glowy sun ray color, that they're asking that as you lift up this image in your mind, and the image they want They're requesting that this kind of golden sunlight be cast upon them. Okay, seems a reasonable request. And breathe in a little golden light. And the golden light amplified across the spectrum. And they're graciously saying thank you for your participation. Okay. I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of fair exchange of energy in that request. Of course. Okay. I don't know what that's going to do for your beings that you're holding, but it should all be good. So being made more aware of the amplifications that are going on, because we're not just focusing on the ones that we're holding up, but we're also thinking about healings of other things, healings of ourselves, healings of other places and things. So even though our primary focus might be on what we're upholding, there might be secondary or thirdly or even fourthly focuses. You know, the second burner, third burner, fourth burner idea. Well, we'd like to heal this, but Aunt so-and-so or Uncle so-and-so or this are going on, or this portion of life or this aspect. Can you offer healing to an aspect? Yes, we can offer healing to aspects. Well, my life is really rough right now. Can I ask for healing there? Yes. You can ask for things to be smoothed out. Yes. You can ask for an energetic change to occur. Yes. We ask for energetic changes all the time. It's no different than you go and order an ice cream sundae, and if you want the hot fudge vibration, or if you want the butterscotch vibration, or if you want the cherry on top vibration, you request these other vibrations to be added to this little ice cream, whatever sundae collective, right? So if you have an aspect of your life that's a piece of your experience, and you want to ask if you can, if we can offer healing to an aspect of it, yeah, it's just like asking for any other kind of energy. Please put that together where that makes sense for you. Oh, but I'm on the outs with my mom and she's so belligerent and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And that's fine. That's okay. That's one of the energies that's available to experience. And then there's one where, oh, she's not angry and she's not and everything. And you can, mend the communications there. Have an open line of communication that is full of clarity and neutral understanding. But if all you're envisioning is a line of communication that's always cluttered and negative and everything else. Oh, I can't talk to so-and-so. They're so toxic. I mean, I love them and I care, but they're so toxic. I can't talk to them. But if all you focus on is the toxicity, then all you will magnify is the toxicity, because toxicity begets toxicity. But if you can focus on a line of communication that is full of clarity and neutrality, where this person's listening and you're listening too, and it's this two-way street, then you can begin shifting the energies to that. It's not impossible. Might take a while depending on what energies you have to work with, because you can only start with what you have to work with. And not every situation is an optimal situation, but you're trying to take a clouded energy experience and have a more clear energy experience, then you can focus on the clarity. Don't focus on the muckety muck. I don't know who that was that needs that information. Evidently, maybe somebody's going to watch this later and get it. So be it. Blessings to you, whoever you are. Oh, hello. All right. New energy available here. All right, so feminine energy, left side. Women who are having problems with their left sides? Would it? Left sides. All right. So within physicality, there's a right side and a left side. It's not so much. It's not always a polarity thing. It's just that in physicality, there's a left side and a right side. And sometimes left sides are slightly different frequency variation than the right sides are. Some women are having problems with their left sides. And from something with necks, something with breasts, something with, what else is on that left side? Is the gallbladder on the left side? Gallbladder or pancreas? Pancreas. And then what's that down in the hip, and what's that? Sciatic? Oh, sciatic. Well, how many women do I know with sciatic? 40%. All right. So what's that neck issue? Neck, shoulder, rotor cuff. Okay. All right. So women who are having rotor cuff, neck issues, left breast, whether that be cancer or some other thing, pancreas, so women with diabetes or weakened pancreas, women with left side sciatic, I'm going to focus on you for a moment. If you fit in there or know somebody who fits in there, please hold them forward in your mind. Yeah. So give me a moment here, because I'm adjusting to some vibrations, because the energy is shifting a little bit, because I'm getting into these finer things on this particular topic of female left side. What is the pinch in the neck? Is that somebody I know? Can you tell them to stop being a pain in the neck? No. All right. We'll address it all. It's all on the left side. Who would like to help me with this? Who would like to help me with this? Who would like to help with this? Huh? Oh, of course. Thank you, Gaia. Gaia's here. Offering some energies for me to focus you all's way. Starting now. start top and go down. Let's address that neck. Address that rotor cuff. Thank you. I don't know whose pancreas that is. It's neither male nor female, it's both. So it's not just females, it's males. Is there somebody, a male with pancreas issue? Okay. What color do we want? Perfect. Let's address that back on the way up. Let's go to the sciatic. Because it splits from the spine and then goes left, and so it's everything from the split in the spine down the left. But okay. So the energy needs to be relieved first. That's that. And then, come on. All right, to help with the sciatica, when you're in a comfortable position, whether it's seated or laying down, and if it's amplifying, if the pain is amplifying on the left side, begin to consciously breathe in through your left foot and out the top of your head for some minutes until it subsides. If it doesn't subside, it could be a sign of some other thing. I'm not qualified to go into that. Saying if this is a more energetic issue. We consciously breathe. There's a question if we even breathe, first of all. Second, we consciously breathe from multiple areas in our body. Some people think they breathe in their chest. Some people kind of breathe from their stomach. You can consciously breathe from anywhere you like. But if you can imagine that you're breathing in through your feet, breathe in the energy from Gaia, or that representation thereof, and up and out the top of your head to infinity for some cycles. For the intention of releasing some of that sciatic nerve irritation, because that irritation is just another frequency. And we're trying to offer the sciatic a different energy to take on, and that's this coming up from Gaia, from the earth, that energetic connection. The earth is so healing. The healing foods, the healing sky, the healing beauty. Oh my goodness. So much healing available. But sometimes the sciatic means that something's been blocked and it binds up in the sciatic. And so if you can try to breathe that energy through sometimes over a period of some time and offer the sciatic a different energy other than irritated energy, you'll feel better, which is the whole point of the exercise. Even if we don't completely fix it, if we can just get it better, we can get it slightly better than it was when you started, we're good. And then maintenance of that better, and then making that better even more better, and amplifying the better until it's the best, and then amplifying the best until it's the greatest, and then amplifying the greatest until it's the ultimate. And then by the time you get to ultimate, you don't have any sciatic problem. Too busy enjoying yourself to even worry about it. Don't even say the word anymore. But the sciatic can be especially tenacious. Sometimes it's a little tricky to figure out. Offer it a new energy is my suggestion. The energy is available right there. All right, so on the way down, when I was just getting to the pancreas for that group of people that needed pancreas attention, the left heart, the heart's mostly on the left side of most humans, and there was a heart issue that came in from somebody, not sure where they are. Going to address that heart issue right now. And I'm not getting if this is male or female energy, and kind of leaning more towards feminine energy, but it could also be male energy. Because it's on the left side, it all applies. So not going to have the split. It's good for both. So I'm locating in my mind where that heart is. I don't know whose heart it is. It is a heart. Wishing wellness upon your heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to remain broken, and you're free to heal. As though nothing happened. Just like that reality flipped a switch. It's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Because wellness is the constant of the universe. Gravity isn't the only thing around this planet. There's lots of wellness available. Lots and lots and lots of wellness. You don't have to stay stuck. That was really beautiful, though. I don't know who you are. I'd like to address you later. Maybe this evening. Or later when I'm in a quieter state. All right, let's do that. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you for everybody who helped participate with that feminine energy left side idea. I'm being drawn now to focus my attention on some animals. They seem to be standard animals: cats, dogs, fish, lizards, snakes, pets. All right, so not so much wild animals, but domesticated or otherwise kept animals. Dogs, cats, fish, birds. Birds? Birds, snakes. Okay. Let's look at the dogs for a moment, because the dogs, I know a handful of dogs in my mind. Their names, I don't even know all their names, but my friends who have some of these dogs. I'm going to focus on some dog collective for a moment. Yeah. And as we spoke, not all issues are addressable. Some are just too far gone. We understand that. So for those that are in that position, some energy to smooth your journey. Thank you for your service. For those canines that are not exiting, also thank you for your service. Some healing for you. What do you need? Okay. Some cats. There's that one. And that one. And that one. That one. That one. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Now there's a bunch of you. Thank you. Birds. I'm kind of being informed that it's time to let these energies ride. Let them coast. I'd like to remind everybody you don't have to think about well-being just when there's like a session or an event going on. You can do it in your mind at any time. Just hold up in your mind the person, place, or thing in a well condition for however many moments you can maintain it, and then let it go. Don't then begin thinking again about, yeah, but they got this or they got that or they got this or they got that, or you'll cramp it, you'll slow it down. But if you can envision them well and set it free, be free to go, be amplified in any way that it can. You send that out with unconditional love. This image is of yourself. You send that image love, yes? It's not just a bunch of inert energy laying around that you throw at it. It's love, isn't it now? Unconditional love, not conditional love. There's some other feminine energies available for the day because it's International Women's Day. Women's energy is extremely amplified today. And there's some healing energies here on this video that'll be available for those, even if you come not on this day. You come on another day. Simply tune into the vibration that's being offered. It's for you. Like I said earlier, if there's somebody with a more concentrated condition or a condition that they would like special attention to, if you'd like to contact me, please contact me. In any of the ways that are available through here, through YouTube, through Facebook, through all that. All right. I'm going to begin to separate now. Separate, disconnect, whatever you'd like to call it, and let the energies ride. Yeah. Thank you for letting me do that for you, whoever you are. And those present, thank you. Oh. Oh, messages. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes. All right. Messages. Kind of already did messages. If you'd like to contact me, please contact. This video will be available on YouTube shortly. I do this every Wednesday when connections are available, like internet and things and stuff. For now, we're doing this every Wednesday. I call it Wellness Wednesday, through my group, Galactic Reiki Distance Healing. I'm Guru Dan. Most of you either know me or are aware of me. What else? That's all I can think of right now. Blessings to you all, and see you next week when we'll do something like this again. Until then, see you next time. And you that are in the room can stay. I'm just going to stop the recording is all, but all of you in Recordingville, see you next week.